The world's largest car maker plans way ahead and has already prepared a set of pretty interesting novelties for the next year. And once again, Toyota clearly shows its ambitions to stay relevant in every segment of the automotive industry by updating and improving its lineup over and over. The next year will be particularly interesting as Toyota's CEO reveals 6 new car models for 2024 and literally shocks the automotive world. Stay tuned with us because the countdown starts now. Number 6. Toyota Stout. We've been hearing reports about Toyota working on a small unibody pickup for a couple of years, pretty much since the launch of the Ford Maverick. The company finally presented a new concept called EPU a few weeks ago as an all-electric pickup that features pretty much the same size as Ford's unibody pickup. But that model is still years away from serial production, and meanwhile, the Japanese manufacturer will go for something simpler, more affordable, and most likely with a hybrid powertrain only. We are talking about the resurrection of Toyota Stout. The famous predecessor of iconic models like Hilux and Tacoma was a big thing back in the day, a small but pretty capable truck. The new iteration will be more civilized, with a car-based unibody design. Of course, it will be designed to compete in the recently established compact pickup segment, where ride quality and comfort are a little bit more important than the overall capabilities. And from what we know so far, the new Toyota Stout will most likely be based on Corolla Cross. It will share the platform and the majority of the parts, including the powertrain. We are talking about a pretty efficient setup based on a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine with a combined output of nearly 200 horsepower. That's a solid number for the class that becomes impressive once you realize that the average fuel economy will most likely go way over 40 miles per gallon in a combined ride. In other words, a Stout with such a setup would be both more capable and more efficient than the Maverick Hybrid. Can it also be more affordable? Time will tell. Number 5. Toyota 4Runner. It may be outdated and way too rugged for an average SUV buyer, but the 4Runner still makes impressive sales numbers. It is the first choice of so many off-road enthusiasts, mainly because of the great blend of off-road capability and unmatchable reliability and durability. And with the upcoming redesign, things will only get better. Because the new 4Runner won't change its base design approach, it will remain a super tough off-roader, but it will also get better in many aspects. For example, the new GAF platform will improve on road manners without sacrificing off-road potential. Of course, the new generation will get a new look, but more importantly, it will finally get a cabin design you expect to see in a modern car, with up-to-date aesthetics and notable improvements regarding materials and overall build quality. Not to mention a completely new infotainment system and all the modern connectivity features the outgoing model is missing. Finally, the new 4Runner will be way more efficient. The good old 4.0-liter V6 will go into a well-deserved retirement, and the replacement will most likely come in the form of a 2.4-liter Turbo 4, the same one that powers the new Tacoma. With a max output of 278 horsepower, it's quite similar to the old V6, but don't forget that the max torque will go up to 317 pound-feet, so we definitely expect some improvement in terms of driving dynamics. But this probably won't be the only powertrain option on offer. A hybrid version is expected too, probably the same one as in Tacoma, with a max output of 326 horsepower and a pretty impressive 465 pound-feet of torque. Number 4. Toyota Camry. The iconic sedan doesn't seem to slow down. Despite the market turning to crossovers, the sales numbers in the case of Camry are still pretty impressive, so there's no doubt that Toyota engineers are paying special attention to this redesign. The new model will continue riding on a familiar TNGA-K platform, with similar mechanics, at least when it comes to the chassis setup. On the other hand, big changes are expected under the hood. For example, the base 2.5-liter inline-4 will most likely be dropped from the offer, while the hybrid version will be upgraded and most likely feature the same all-wheel drive setup as Crown, with a combined output of 237 horsepower. Finally, there is the matter of the capable and super smooth V6, which will probably be replaced with a 2.4-liter Turbo 4. Number 3. Toyota Prius GR. The world's first mass-produced hybrid car has been around for more than 25 years, and most of its history so far has been about fuel efficiency. But that changed with the recent redesign, and the Prius suddenly became a powerful and pretty quick car. And for that reason, the company's intentions to introduce a high-performance GR badged version doesn't surprise us at all. So far, we've got a chance to see the photos, and they show pretty nice bodywork. New bumpers, front splitter, rear differential, rear spoiler, those are just some of the things that accentuate the performance nature of the GR Prius. Moreover, you can also see upgraded LED headlights, along with new wheels that come equipped with high-performance Michelin Pilot Sports 4S tires. On the other hand, the officials are still quiet about the mechanical upgrades, though we definitely expect to see sport suspension, bigger brakes, and further chassis reinforcements. As for the powertrain, the new Prius comes with a 200 horsepower self-charging and a 220 horsepower plug-in hybrid setup. So we presume that the latter would be a proper choice for the GR version, with some power increase, of course. Number 2. Toyota MR2. The MR2 is a legend for many reasons, but mostly because of the fact that the old model was able to bring the supercar driving experience to the masses, thanks to the mid-engine design. Now, it looks like Toyota wants to bring that magic again, with the same design approach, but in a way more modern package. This time, Toyota will join forces with Suzuki and Daihatsu, companies that may not be famous for making sports cars, but companies that are real masters when it comes to designing tiny cars. The new MR2 will be a small car, so everything makes perfect sense. Even the latest reports that suggest Suzuki's engine that moves the new MR2. Allegedly, that will be the familiar 1.0-liter turbocharged engine, which will be tuned to 120 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque for this occasion. And we are happy to share with you that the new model will almost certainly feature a manual transmission. And no, the new MR2 won't be slow, despite the modest engine output. This car will be small and therefore very light. Some sources suggest a curb weight of around 2,000 to 2,200 pounds. So we know what to expect in terms of driving experience. A super maneuverable, nimble mid-engine car that is pretty much all about enjoyment. And just like the original, which was able to put all those amazing features into a very affordable package, the new MR2 is expected to come with a very attractive sticker price. Number 1. Toyota Hilux. On the global scale, this is easily the most anticipated Toyota model for the next year. All eyes are on the world's most iconic pickup, which is ready to receive a full redesign. And considering the popularity, as well as the impeccable reputation of the toughest pickup around, it's pretty much for sure that we will see the next step in the evolution that lasts for decades. And just like the rest of Toyota's body-on-frame lineup, this model will also switch to the TNGA F platform and come with massive updates in terms of powertrain options, tech features, and many more. It will have more in common with Tacoma than before, especially in terms of aesthetics. On the other hand, things under the skin will remain a little bit different. The Hilux performs in different parts of the world, often in conditions that are way more challenging compared to Tacoma's typical habitat. So don't expect to see things like a more sophisticated multi-link independent suspension. This pickup needs to be more rugged, more capable, and more durable, so conventional technical solutions will definitely remain. Considering that it is sold in global markets, the new Hilux will come with a variety of powertrain options. The most interesting novelty should be a hybrid powertrain, the same one as in Tacoma. Still, in most parts of the world, the Hilux will continue to rely on the good old 2.8-liter turbo diesel, as that is by far the most popular choice in most markets. Moreover, we could even see it equipped with a new V6 turbo diesel, borrowed directly from the Land Cruiser. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.